10 forgotten hip-hop one-hit wonders from 1992 that you need to hear again. Not just songs you remember, I'm talking about records that hit once and then disappeared like they were never supposed to last. And here's the part nobody really talks about. Some of these weren't supposed to fail. Some of these had everything: sound, timing, momentum, until something happened. Behind the scenes, inside the industry, or just bad timing. If you were outside back then, radio, cassettes, late-night mixes, you already know, some of these records hit just as hard as the classics, they just didn't get the same future. So let's go back, and really dig in the crates.
There ain't no future in your front.
Number 10, DFX, They Want EFX. You remember that flow the second it hits, diggity diggity everything. It didn't follow the rhythm, it bent it, and that's exactly why it worked. Because it sounded like nothing else at the time.
So, no pork sausages, Mom. Please, a blitz juice to breathe swiftly deep.
If you were recording songs off the radio, trying to memorize verses, you already know, this one stood out instantly.
I get a double decker, oh, Vince the baby, come to Papa Duke, Babaloo.
For a moment, it felt like the future of rap. It charted, moved serious numbers, spread fast. But here's what the industry didn't tell you. That same sound got copied so fast, it burned itself out. Every label wanted their version, every rapper tried to mimic it, and once something becomes a formula, it loses its magic. Then everything changed. Instead of DFX evolving the sound, the industry overused it before they could. And here's the part that hits: when your identity is built on a moment like that, what happens when the moment disappears? You don't just lose momentum, you lose direction. And if you've ever seen something you loved get played so much it stopped feeling special, you know exactly what happened here. That's not failure, that's timing turning on you. Number 9, Ahmad, Back in the Day.
To my bigger bro begged if I could kick it, so when he went out with girls I could go.
This one doesn't just play, it takes you somewhere. You hear it, and suddenly you're thinking about your own life, where you were, who you were around, what things felt like before everything changed. And that's what made it powerful. It wasn't just music, it was memory.
See pops and it don't stop. I'm glad cause when JJ fed it supersonic.
And here's what's crazy, Ahmad was only 18, sounding like someone reflecting on years of experience, and that's rare.
Everybody say,
the track connected instantly, charted, sold real numbers.
Was a kid again, back in the day.
When I was just a little nigga, I looked at.
Here's where everything shifted. The label saw success and wanted more of the same nostalgia, same emotional tone, same formula, but Ahmad didn't want to stay there, he wanted to grow.
Not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid.
And you already know how that plays out. The label wants consistency, the artist wants evolution, and when those don't match, momentum slows down, quietly.
Dudes had on Nike suits, and the boomers with the fat laces.
No big moment, no clear ending, just less push, less attention, and suddenly the artist who had something special feels like they disappeared.
Years old and guess you could say I'm holding down a steady job and crew steady.
And if you've ever felt like people only wanted one version of you, you understand that pressure, because sometimes your biggest moment becomes the box people keep you in.
Black, his mama this, his mama that, then he get mad and wanna scrap.
Number 8, Paperboy, Diddy. This one didn't require effort, it just stuck. That hook lived in your head whether you wanted it to or not. If you were outside, block parties, cars rolling through the neighborhood, you heard this everywhere, and it felt easy, natural, like one of those records that just belongs to its moment. It charted high, went gold, real success.
They do a Paperboy, makes the ocean sweat. They kinda started like the
But here's what people don't talk about enough. When your first hit is that big, it becomes your standard forever. Everything after that gets measured against it. The follow-up didn't hit the same, not bad, just not that, and in this industry, that difference matters more than anything. Then everything shifted, the attention slowed down, the momentum faded, and now you're not building anymore, you're chasing that first reaction, that first feeling.
It's like every rhythm that I see be like, do you remember me?
And here's the truth, sometimes the hardest thing in music is not making a hit, it's living up to the one you already made.
Here we go, let's take a trip to another land.
Number 7, Wreckx-N-Effect, Rump Shaker. Soon as this comes on, you react, no thinking, no hesitation, that beat hits, and your body already knows. This wasn't just a hit, this was a cultural moment. Produced by Teddy Riley, massive success, platinum record, everything lined up perfectly. But here's what happens behind moments like that. Success doesn't just elevate the music, it amplifies everything else too. Money, ego, expectations, and if the foundation isn't strong, it cracks.
And the producer. And in the back,
then came the shift, internal tension, disagreements, pressure building behind the scenes, and you already know, that never ends well. Because once trust breaks in a group, you can't recreate that chemistry, and that's what makes this one different. The song still works today, still hits the same, but the group behind it couldn't hold that moment together. And if you've ever seen something powerful fall apart right after it peaked, you know that feeling. Number 6, Diamond D, Stunts, Blunts and Hip Hop. This one wasn't built for everybody, and that's exactly why it mattered. If you were really into hip-hop, paying attention to beats, samples, bars, you felt this differently. This was craft, no gimmicks, no shortcuts, just hip-hop in its pure form. But here's the reality, that sound wasn't what the mainstream was pushing. So while Diamond D was building something real, the spotlight went somewhere else. Then something interesting happened. Instead of chasing attention, he stepped behind the scenes, started producing, building for others. And if you really know hip-hop, you know how important that role is. But here's the trade-off, when you're behind the scenes, your own spotlight fades, and for most listeners, out of sight becomes out of mind. That's how you become essential, but not recognized. And if you've ever chosen the work over the spotlight, you understand that decision. Number 5, Father MC, I'll Do For You. This one came from a completely different lane, smooth, polished, more melodic than what the streets were leaning toward at the time, and that's exactly why it stood out. If you were listening to radio late at night or catching certain mixes, you already know, this had a different energy. It wasn't aggressive, it wasn't trying to be hard, it was controlled, confident, almost effortless. And for a moment, it worked, charts, airplay, real visibility. But here's what the industry didn't tell you, the culture was already shifting, and it was shifting fast. Harder sounds were coming in, grittier voices, different stories, and overnight, that smooth style started to feel out of place, not bad, just out of sync. And here's the part that hits, Father MC didn't lose ability, he didn't suddenly become less talented, the lane disappeared under him. And if you've ever been good at something but the world changed what it values, you know how that feels, because it's not failure, it's misalignment, and misalignment in music can end a run faster than anything. Number 4, Kris Kross, Jump. You remember exactly where you were when this dropped, clothes backwards, energy everywhere, kids running the charts like they owned the moment. This wasn't just a song, this was a takeover, 2 teenagers dominating hip-hop, #1 for weeks, millions sold worldwide, and if you were there, you already know how unreal that felt, because it broke expectations. Kids weren't supposed to carry the culture like that, but they did, and for a moment, nothing else mattered. Then everything changed, because here's what nobody prepares you for: success came before identity. They blew up before they even knew who they were as artists. And when the image stopped working, what was left? They tried to evolve, tried to mature, tried to shift the sound, but the audience didn't move with them, because people don't always grow with you. They lock you into the version they first connected with, and once that happens, it's hard to break out of it. And if you've ever tried to grow while people kept expecting the old version of you, you already understand this story. That's not just pressure, that's a trap. Number 3, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, They Reminisce Over You. This one hits on a different level. It's not just something you listen to, it's something you feel, that sample, that rhythm, that emotion underneath every word. If you've ever heard this at the right time, you already know, it doesn't sound like a hit, it sounds like memory. And here's what makes this story complicated: they didn't fall off, they didn't lose skill, they created something too complete, too perfect. Because once you make a record like this, everything after it gets compared to it, and nothing measures up the same way. Then came the tension, creative differences, internal pressure, the kind of issues that don't always show in public but change everything behind the scenes. And here's the part that stays with you: sometimes the problem isn't failure, it's expectation. Because once people feel something like this, they don't just want more, they want that exact feeling again, and that's almost impossible. And if you've ever had a moment in your life that felt perfect and you knew nothing after it would hit the same way, you understand this. That's not just music, that's pressure that freezes everything around it. Number 2, MC Breed, Ain't No Future in Your Frontin'.
You listen to the knowledge of a scholar. You say how I breathe, tell them how I holler.
This wasn't just a hit, this was a signal.
And if you ever do, yo, and ever be with me, yo, serve it in the Cherokee, or maybe it's a G.
Coming out of Flint, Michigan, before the Midwest had real national recognition like that, this was different: the sound, the voice, the perspective.
I don't give a, cause I'm from FLINT in a city where pity runs.
It hit the charts, sold strong, got attention.
There ain't no future in your front.
But here's the part that doesn't sit right: the industry heard it but didn't fully invest in it, because at that time, the spotlight was focused elsewhere, and if you weren't in those regions, you had to fight harder just to stay visible.
Crumble I can never do. So now I'm looking dead at you. What are you gonna do?
Then everything shifted, the attention moved, the momentum slowed, and just like that, the moment passed.
Play the rubber ball. When I'm on the mic, I ain't for playing not at all. Cause I clock.
But here's what makes this one hit different: the influence didn't disappear, it spread, quietly. Later artists, new sounds, different voices. You can hear pieces of this in what came after. And if you've ever seen someone open a door but not get credit for what came through it, you already know how that feels, because the culture remembers, but the industry forgets fast.
Like a scene of amazement. While they slipping back, my feet just planted in the pavement.
Number 1, Snow, Informer. Yeah, this one, you couldn't escape it, radio, clubs, everywhere. Number 1, massive global success, millions sold. This wasn't just a hit, this was one of the biggest records of that moment. But here's what makes it complicated, everybody heard it, but not everybody claimed it, you know what I mean. It was one of those songs people knew but didn't always admit they liked. And that creates a strange kind of space, because the numbers say one thing, but the culture feels something else. Then came the real shift, follow-ups didn't hit the same, the momentum faded, and suddenly that massive moment felt isolated, like it existed on its own. And here's the truth, sometimes a hit is so big, it overshadows everything that comes after it. And if you've ever seen someone reach a peak so high there's nowhere left to go but down, you understand this one.